Scaffold safety training is necessary for all employees who will be working with this equipment. The height of the scaffold platform must be considered. For a scaffold with a platform height which is greater than 2 times the width of the base, outriggers will need to be used on all 4 corners of the assembly. These devices stabilize the tower to prevent it from tipping. Additionally, a scaffold ladder is required for any scaffold assembly with a platform height greater than 2 feet. Lastly, safety rails are required at both the top and middle of the guardrail posts. Project-specific safety rules may require that a body harness be worn when working on a scissors lift. Body harnesses are always required when using a boom lift on any project. After entering a lift platform, always close the gate or clip the mid-rail chain back into place. If a body harness and lanyard is required, connect the lanyard hook to the proper tie-off point on the lift. Airless spray equipment poses a fluid injection hazard. Accidental injection of any product through the skin and into the body can result in serious injury. Never place your fingers or any other part of your body in front of the spray tip while the gun is connected to the hose. Before performing any equipment checks on the fireproofing machine, electrical power to the unit must be completely disconnected. Unplug the power cable from the electrical panel. For safety reasons, it must be completely unplugged and removed from the receptacle. It is not sufficient to just turn the machine off. Additionally, never place your hands or any other objects into the hopper or into any of the machine's mechanisms while the machine is plugged in. Wet cementitious fireproofing can be very slippery. Use caution on all walking surfaces to avoid falling. Eye protection is required at all times on every project. The challenge with spraying any material is that the lenses will become contaminated, obscuring your vision. When spraying cementitious fireproofing, it will prove handy to have at least 2 pairs of glasses. Keep 1 pair in a pail of water in the spray area and switch out glasses frequently. This avoids interruption of the spraying operation to clean them. A Class B fire extinguisher is required when operating any machine that uses a flammable fuel. The distance from the Class B hazard to any extinguisher is required to be 50 feet or less. Regular maintenance and inspection of fire extinguishers must be done at least once a month by the employer and annually by a licensed company. During the mixing operation, a water hose and nozzle will be used to rinse the machine. The platform will get wet. The walking surface of the platform needs to be a non-slip surface to minimize the risk of falls. Remember, always use a ground fault circuit interrupter when using any extension cord. Wear an appropriate particulate mask when opening and dumping bags of fireproofing material. Use proper technique when lifting any objects, including fireproofing bags. Before engaging the pump, make sure that the ball valve located near the end of the material hose is open. If the pump runs while this ball valve is closed, extreme pressure will build up in the material hose, which can cause hose or connection failure. Ball valve handles should always be positioned so that the handle is in line with the hose when the valve is open. When the handle is perpendicular to the hose, the valve is closed. Always use safety cables at all material hose connections. They are designed to prevent the hose from whipping about if the connection fails. A spring mechanism, integral with the cable assembly, holds a cable loop around each side of the connection. Although it has already been very clearly stated, it's worth repeating at this point that you should never place your hands into any of the moving parts of the machine. This is especially noteworthy as it pertains to the airlock chamber with its rapidly spinning components. Make double sure the machine is completely unplugged before proceeding with this clean-out step. This safety tip is being repeated at this point because this clean-out will have to be performed in the middle of the work shift, commonly right before or after a lunch break.